Hey guys, it's NB Mick. Welcome back to more Tales of Xillia. In the last one, we requested an audience with the King of Azul, and guess who betrayed us again? Hint, it's the person who's not part of our party. Fun. But in this one, we should be heading back to Xian. Oh, but also, we have a skit to start off with, the Chimeriad.
So Zhao is one of King Gaius's henchmen.
One of four. They're called the Chimeriad because each member embodies a different weapon of the Chimera. Wings, horn, stinger, and fangs. I've heard rumors about them.
Like what?
It isn't public knowledge, but 2 years ago, hostilities broke out on Shrade Island. Rashagal sent 120 elite soldiers, but the rumors say they were wiped out by 4 enemy agents.
4 people defeated 120 soldiers?
Sounds like we shouldn't wake the beast.
Yeah, probably not. That sounds dangerous. Also, staying out in the cold like this probably is also very dangerous. So let's head back to Xian. And also, once we get back in Xian, we will have a bunch of sub-events that we'll want to take care of before moving on. But for now, let's just focus on making the long trek through this corridor. Oh, hello. What are you? Like 10 gold? No, herb. An herb. Yes, herb. It's not N. Yeah, N herb. Why did that take so long for me to settle on? I don't know.
Careful. Word of our altercation in the capital may have preceded us.
How was your audience with the king?
I'm sorry, we'll have to talk later. Can we depart right away?
Well, I guess that's possible. You in some kind of hurry?
Yeah! The king's men are hot on her!
No need to rush off.
Alvin?
They're on a wild goose chase in the mountains right about now.
You threw them off our scent? Is this some kind of peace offering?
What? It's only natural I helped you. We're friends, aren't we? Come on, you don't believe me? I know you've put your trust in me before. Would it kill you to give me another shot?
I guess not.
Atta boy.
Welcome back. I'm glad that you're safe.
Thanks. You almost sound sincere.
If nothing else, it seems that Alvin has bought us some time.
I'd ask what's going on, but I don't think I want to know. You people sure have a lot of drama in your lives. I'll be in front of the Wyverns. Come see me when you're ready to fly.
It's finally time.
We'll saddle up as soon as we're ready.
Right.
And we sure will, but we're not... The Fresh Mutton Man. But we're not quite ready. For one, we have a new sub-event related skit, the oddly popular Carla.
Did you introduce this Carla person to Rowen and Mila?
Yeah, I did.
Well, your acquaintances are my acquaintances. Hook a girl up.
Here she goes. Fine, fine. Let's head to Xian.
What do you mean, let's head to Xian? We're already there. Also, come on, it's time for bed.
I am beat. Come on, let's get a room for the night.
Another one, Wither Hamil.
Are you okay? You look pale.
I'm fine. I just keep thinking about Hamil.
What happened there isn't your fault. You should try forgetting about it. I guess that's easier said than done. Maybe it would help to go see Hamil for ourselves.
Maybe. Oh, hello.
Wait, hold up.
Still having doubts about me, huh? It looks like you're not the only one. Fine, fine. Remember the first time the three of us went to Niakara, and I went off by myself?
The time that I came out of my shrine and Jude was the only one there?
That's the one. I was off meeting with Wingle.
So you had a secret arrangement with them to hand Mila over if she became a problem.
How could you? Stabbing Mila and Jude in the back like that?
Hold it. Yeah, I was working a few different angles back then, but this time I was just using that to our advantage. You know, the only reason we were given permission to use the Wyverns is because I arranged that with them ahead of time.
Wait, so when you betrayed us in front of Gaius...
Yep. If I hadn't pretended to betray you there, they never would have let us ride the Wyverns. That's why I lied and told them you ran in the opposite direction of Xian.
I want to believe you, but I can't. Not yet.
That reminds me. That Pressa woman we met at Kijara Sea Falls. It seemed like you already knew her.
What do you want to know?
Who is she, really? How can we trust you if you keep hiding information from us?
Hey, all right, calm down. No need to get snappy.
Do you even know what you're putting us through?
I met her when I was working for Rashagal's intelligence service. At the time, she was an Arjul secret agent working undercover in Fenmont.
And?
After that, we became more personally involved. You probably don't want to know the specifics.
Okay, I believe you. But I still don't trust you.
You're so cute when you're upset.
Stop that. I'm still angry at you.
All right, all right.
Alvin, can I ask you one last thing?
Of course.
Tell us why you're helping us. What's in it for you?
You're asking that now? Because I love the hell out of you guys, of course.
More lies!
How could you even think that? I'm hurt.
Also, good call on withholding trust, Jude. Anyway, let's see. I believe we want to look at something at the food vendor or something like this. I forget exactly. Oh, you know what? I'm probably thinking of something wrong, because just how I have it noted down, it just says go to the inn. But because this one is specifically about La Ronde... Yeah, there we go.
This looks delicious.
Leia's dad makes the best mabo curry anywhere.
You always did love Dad's Mabo curry, huh?
That doesn't mean I could eat it every day, though.
What do you mean?
Leia would always bring mabo curry over after a fight.
Ah, so it was an excuse to make up.
Yeah, my parents were always busy and didn't have much time to cook, so it really helped us out. And because Leia and I used to fight all the time...
You ended up having mabo curry every day. Didn't you think to bring over anything else?
Sure, but Mabo curry is special because it's two kinds of food in one. Just like two good friends getting along.
So it was an edible symbol of friendship.
And it kind of worked. From then on, I did my best not to let Leia get me angry. That way, I wouldn't have to eat mabo curry every night.
Hey, that makes it sound like it was always my fault we fought.
It wasn't always your fault. I'd say around 80%.
No. You two settle down.
Enjoy some mabo curry together.
Oh man. The third part of that sub-event chain won't be available until near the end of the game, like a lot of other sub-events. Anyway, we did actually want to be at the Shandu Inn, though, because the Carla side quest continues in there. I believe we have to go to the second floor of the inn, and Carla will be up there somehow, and we'll talk to her, and, you know, there she is. Oh, yo, what is up, Carla?
Oh, hello, Jude. Good to see you again. Hi, I'm Carla Outway.
I'm Leia Rolando.
Hey, I recognize you. I've seen you here in the city before, haven't I?
Name's Alvin. I do get around. It's possible you've seen me before. What about yourself? You must be from out of town if you're staying at the inn.
That's right. I'm from Canbalar. I haven't been home in a long time, though.
Oh, we've been there. Not the most pleasant of trips.
I'm sorry to hear that. Were you able to meet with King Gaius?
We did. He's a stern man, but clearly very dedicated to his people. In a way, he was kind of amazing.
Kind of amazing, yeah, but super scary. Why can't he just be nice to people?
King Gaius didn't always used to be that way. Do you know about the Battle of Fezabel?
Well...
It was a battle fought on the Fezabel outback 20 years ago between Rashagal and Azul. The battle only ended due to a giant tsunami. No one's sure why it appeared when it did. It ended up causing dramatic changes to the region's spirit climb. That's how it became Fezabel Marsh, with all its twisted marsh flows.
Oh, right. That Battle of Fezabel. Yup, it's all coming back to me.
Wow, you actually remember? I'm kind of shocked.
You don't need to be embarrassed if you don't know. It's never too late to learn.
Oh, Carla, you're so nice. You could learn a lot from her, Jude.
Uh-huh.
During that battle, Gaius led a battalion of Longdao soldiers, even though he was a member of a different tribe himself. At just 20 years old, he led his troops to victory against an entire regiment of the Rashagal army. He was also the first to sense the oncoming arrival of the giant tsunami. He advised the Longdao chief to retreat, but the chief couldn't bring himself to give the order. The tsunami ended up swallowing both armies and wiped out Gaius's entire battalion.
So that's how he became the ornery fellow we all know and love. Gotta hand it to him, though. It is true that most folk want a strong leader to guide them. And he's certainly won the trust of his people.
Gosh, Carla, you really do know all about history.
Well, at least when it comes to King Gaius.
Is there a reason for that?
There just might be. See you later, everyone.
What do you think she meant by that?
I wonder.
I wonder indeed. And this time we can actually continue this side quest immediately. We won't be able to finish it until Chapter 3, I believe. But the next part of it is, it's over at the Colosseum. We just need to take the boat over there and head to the top of the stairs, and Carla should be over there, and we'll be able to talk to her about just a little bit more. And I guess we can watch the skit that's prompting us to go talk to Carla some more.
Plenty of heat between Carla and Gaius, huh?
You make it sound so illicit.
And poor sweet Jude's left out in the cold.
Come on, you know that's not why I'm looking for Carla.
Bet she's waiting in Shandu.
You think I don't know that?
Lord. But anyway, here she is.
I'm surprised to see you here. What can I do for you today?
Carla, if you don't mind us asking, what's your relation to King Gaius?
No, I sure wasn't expecting that.
Come on, I bet it's a great story.
I appreciate your interest, but I get the sense that Jude isn't asking out of idle curiosity. Around the time of the Battle of Fezabel, I was betrothed to a man from the Longdao tribe. It was an arranged marriage, but nevertheless, we fell in love with each other at first sight. Naturally, my betrothed had to go to war with the rest of his tribe, but he never came back.
Because of the tsunami?
No.
It wasn't Gaius, was it?
My betrothed was one of the Longdao chief's aides. He wanted to make a name for himself before we got married, He must have thought that's what I wanted. So when Gaius told the Longdao chief about the incoming tsunami, my betrothed told the chief that Gaius was out of his mind and swore that a retreat wouldn't be necessary.
And Gaius went after him for that?
The few people who survived the tsunami said that my betrothed was still alive after it had passed, and that Gaius was with him.
I can't believe it.
All I know for sure is that he never came back. They never even found his body. I don't know for sure if Gaius did something to him. When I asked the king about it, he refused to answer. After the battle, my father died from an illness, and I never saw my brother Ersten again. I've been alone ever since.
After all that, you'd be nuts not to hate the guy.
Come on, Alvin.
And I bet your hatred for King Gaius is pretty much the only thing keeping you going at this point.
You may be right about that.
I'm sorry.
Now, it's time for me to leave Shandu for a while.
Where are you going?
Somewhere in Azul. See you all around.
Damn, man. Gaius just assassinated this guy. Oh, no, no. Oh, no. Gaius. Why? I'm pretty sure that that side, or that cutscene with Alvin was... Yeah, the cutscene with Alvin at the end was those who act in the shadows. And then for the continuation of that, that won't happen until Chapter 4. And now we'll want to jump to Nia Kara for a quick quest. We want to go to this field, I think. Hello? Yep.
If you'll excuse me, I think nature's calling.
Yeah. Thanks for the heads up. No need to keep us posted.
Lady Mila, welcome home! Your timing is impeccable.
Oh, wow. It really is Lord Maxwell.
I knew it the second I laid eyes on her.
Who are these people?
They came here looking for you. They claim to be acquaintances of yours.
Don't you remember us? We all played together when we were children.
Oh, of course I remember.
Are they the ones that gave you the glass bead?
That's right. We heard rumors of a village that worshipped Maxwell, and we came to see ourselves.
We really wanted to see you again.
Now that I think about it, I do recognize your faces. It was so good of you to come.
I'm pleased as well. Lady Mila doesn't get nearly as many worshippers as she deserves.
You guys should catch up. We can entertain ourselves for a while.
But
That would be great.
Maybe we could chat about the old days, for old time's sake.
Go for it.
very well then. Come, let us talk at my shrine.
I guess we'll just hang out at Ivor's house then.
Good idea.
Hey, you can't just invite yourself over like that. Although, naturally, my house is always ready to receive visitors. Here, I'll prove it to you.
Wow, you really do keep this place tidy. What would you charge to clean my room?
It's all part of a handmaid's duties. And now I'll show you how a handmaid makes tea. It'll be just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks, but you really don't need to. Oh, hi Mila. Back so soon?
Yes, we said all we had to say.
Don't tell me they confessed their true feelings for you.
In fact, they did.
Really?
Wait, hold on.
Don't worry, my path has not changed.
Yeah, I trust you.
All right, back to it then.
All right, twerps. Soon you'll be feasting your lips on the greatest tea you've ever tasted. And you'd better appreciate it, because... Huh? Where'd they go? Ah, all that premium tea wasted. This is going on your list of crimes, phony!
We didn't ask you to make that tea, Ivor. Also, this side quest is actually somewhat interesting because, because this side quest actually changes depending on if you're doing it as Jude or Mila, and as far as I know, it's one of the few side quests that does that. I don't recall any other, but regardless, this is what happens if you are playing as Mila.
I never thought I would get to see you two again.
I know. We didn't realize that you were actually the real Maxwell.
Who would have thought that the little girl we played with that day would become our sworn enemy?
Exodus? So you two were...
Yes, the Children of Exodus members.
The only survivors from the Exodus primary base that you so viciously destroyed that day.
If our parents hadn't sent us out on an errand, we'd have been killed too.
Is that right? Yes. I suppose it was while I had the 4 hunting down survivors that I met the two of you.
To think that we were playing with the monster that murdered our families.
Maxwell, you're going to pay dearly for what you did to our brethren that day.
Allow me, Lord Maxwell.
Alvin.
What? Why are you helping her?
What kind of bodyguard fails to protect his client?
Kill them all! Set your Spyrexes to full power!
And yep, here we have Mila's side of this side quest, and we have to... Oh god, Mila, you are low on health, aren't you? Yeah, we have a battle with just Alvin and Mila. But we should be fine, I think. These guys aren't terribly strong. We just have to spam fireballs at them, and they should go down pretty quickly. There we go. Thank you for the quick heal, Alvin. I'm gonna save my link dart for this guy. Good night.
Well done, Alvin.
All in the line of duty.
Naturally. Or I'll have you fired.
Whoa, hey now.
Thank you.
Hey, I've got to do something to earn my keep.
How did I fail to realize until now? The members of Exodus are humans too.
Of course they are. What, did you think they were monsters or something?
No. Deep down I knew. But I cannot spare any who would use a Spyrex, no matter what or who they may be.
Come on, let's get out of here. Everyone's waiting for you in Niakara.
Pretty wild, right? I don't actually remember the specifics of what happens, so like, I know there's a fight, but I listen. Anyway, we do want to be here in Laron because there is a sub-event at the clinic, and part 1 is missable if you don't do it before the end of chapter 2.
Is something wrong? Aren't you gonna go inside?
Looks like somebody's lost his nerve.
It's not any easier with you staring.
Jude, you're here!
Hey, what did I tell you about yelling here?
But they told me to run and get the dog. They meant Dr. Mathis, but you're a doctor too. You can handle it, right?
Handle what exactly?
Come on, hurry up!
Maybe we should go see what happened.
Jude,
What happened?
our patient was just brought here. They said she abruptly collapsed. She's in serious condition, but we'll have to wait for your father to examine her.
Is he on a house call?
Yes, at the edge of town. It'll be a while before he gets back.
I'll take a look. I think her manalobe is hardening. She'll die if we don't do something.
Then what are we waiting for?
There's too many possible causes for it. She needs to be examined at a real hospital. Dad?
Her manalobe is hardening from anomalous spirit activity. Ellen, get me the Mustar and the Mikos.
Right away.
But Dad, if it turns out not to be a spirit anomaly, that medicine would only make it worse.
Help me or get out of the way.
But...
The patient is regaining consciousness. She should be fine now.
Thank goodness.
Your judgment was flawless.
That's my job.
But if you had made the wrong diagnosis, she wouldn't have survived.
Of course. I take full responsibility for my decisions.
Because that's what a doctor has to do?
No. Because it's what an adult has to do.
So this side quest does have more parts to it, but like many other side quests, we don't do that until near the end of the game. I honestly don't trust like that how he was able to just kind of diagnose from just a mere look and prescribe it with like no thought to it. That feels dangerous. I'm with Jude on that one. Just because you're able to take responsibility doesn't mean you can be like reckless about medical care. I do think there should have been a more thorough analysis of that. But then again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know how this works. So maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, we need to go back to Shandu. I believe, yeah, we want to go to the bottom right, I believe. And there should be someone standing next to some boxes. Oh, I remember what this one is. This one's a pretty funny conversation. I cannot wait. If I'm not mistaken, this one is related to Rowen as well as Longdao. And I'll talk about Longdao in just a bit. Here she is. Phew, I'm exhausted. That cargo looks pretty heavy. They're all books, and yes, they really are. Who knew paper could be so heavy? But if you buy some from me, it would really help to lighten my load. What kind of books are they? Oh, I've got all sorts of rare finds. Like this first edition of the Chronicles of Kresnik. This baby would fetch 5 million gold at an auction. Easy. Next we have the fabled book of battle tactics from the legendary Ilbert the Conductor, titled The Complete Tactician. Not only that, it's a limited edition that contains a supplemental volume of the Conductor's poetry, titled Mad Screams of Love. The conductor's poetry? Mad Screams of Love? How did that get on the market? You've got yourself a sale. Thank you so much. Wait. Surely all of us have done some foolish things in our youth that we'd be embarrassed to confront today. Aren't we, as adults, supposed to turn a blind eye to such things in order to spare others from their shame? I've never seen Rowen like this. I'm ashamed to say it, but that only makes me want to read it all the more. I guess that makes me a child still. The only shame here would be abandoning that healthy, youthful curiosity in an attempt to seem more grown up than you are. Real men have to hold on to their childlike curiosity for as long as they can. No argument here. Which is why I'm going to indulge mine with this special edition copy of Rowen's masterwork. Sounds good to me. How cruel. Oh no, I'm so sorry. This book has already been sold to another buyer. Someone in Sherrilton who already paid in full. Oh my, that was a close one. Aw, you've broken my heart. I'm so sorry. Perhaps I could offer you a free copy of this book by way of an apology? It's an equally rare treasure itself. Enjoy. What is this? It looks to be a Longdao dictionary from the great clan of oh, that's wrong. It looks to be a Longdao dictionary from the great clan of Azul. It's the same language that Wingle used after his booster-induced transformation. Oh, that was Longdao? Sounds like that bookseller was pulling one over on us. If they're a great clan, why would a dictionary of their language be rare? Actually, she might not have been exaggerating much at all. You see, the Longdao tribe operated under a dual caste system of governance. The upper and lower castes were divided not only by political power, but by cultural differences as well. Even among the upper caste, only a few high nobles were permitted to speak the clan language. It was a privilege reserved for the elite. So, hello is Anne-Louis. Please forgive me is Hidignun. Linguistics just isn't my subject. I studied Longdao during my time in the military, but just barely enough for light conversation. So, what was Wingle saying? I wish I knew. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing if I even heard what he said correctly. It does seem pretty difficult. Well, maybe we can help jog your memory? Jude, how would you say mad screams of love in Longdao? Oh dear, and I was so sure I'd successfully changed the subject. Let's see. Mad. You didn't actually look it up? No escape, Rowen. We will find mad screams of love. Don't like that title. And the second part of that sub-event doesn't unlock until we've gone to Fenmont. But we still have a handful of sub-events left to do. The next one is to go to Hamil.
Everyone's gone.
And now more of my memories are gone with them.
But they weren't very good memories, were they?
No, but they're still better than having nothing at all. Hey, come on. The fruit trees are still here. The mountains are still here.
I don't have memories of fruit. I do. I remember having fruit curry for dinner once a week.
Oh yeah, the mayor always put apples in it. It was her favorite thing to make. Although, it was a little too sweet for me. Hey, wait a minute. Tipo can talk about things that Elise isn't even consciously aware of?
I guess so.
Then maybe Tipo can help you remember the things you've forgotten. Didn't you say Shandu looked familiar? If we use Tipo there, maybe you can remember something.
That's very perceptive.
If this works, Elise may even be able to learn something about her parents.
That would be great! That's a really smart idea, especially coming from you, Leia.
Why, Hey!
Well, it's good to see Elise excited again. Well done.
In Leia's case, I think that was probably half inspiration and half blind luck.
It's still a very smart observation, though. Let's see. Right, we do have another thing we can pick up here in Hamil in this house, I want to say. Yep, there's this person here that we can still talk to. The village was attacked while I was out working in the fields. I can't believe it. Everyone and everything I've ever known is in ruins. Please don't give up. There's still hope. There could be other survivors. Do you have any idea where they'd flee? The only place I can think of is Aladi Sea Haven. I beg of you, could you go there and see if any of the other villagers have made it there? Yeah, of course. Of course. I'll go see if anyone from Hamil fled to Aladi Sea Haven. Please, I can't survive out here all by myself. Yep, we have that to go pick up, so let's go. Well, we'll start with Shandu, then we'll go to Aladi Sea Haven, and then there are 2 other side quests that we can pick up, I believe, in order. They're kind of sequential, but I think we need to go across the bridge for the scene. Yes.
Well, here we are at Shandu. Do you remember anything?
When you ask it like that, it's way too much pressure.
Don't feel like you need to force it, Elise. Hey, didn't Wingull use a booster too? Maybe he has some connection to Tipo.
That's possible, although his booster seems to be a different type. Do you know anything about him, Elise?
Only that Wingull scares me.
Wait a minute. I think I know him.
You do?
I've got it! Wingull was in the laboratory!
He was? I don't remember him being there.
He used to be way thinner. He was the guy who was always in pain from the prototype's side effects or something.
You mean test subject number 1?
Sounds like we're getting somewhere.
Wingull must have volunteered to be a booster test subject.
The people at the laboratory said they could have never made Tipo without him.
Could that mean that Wingull is my father?
Wingull said that the experiments had been humane, but can we really trust him?
If nothing else, at least we know the experiments had a purpose beyond mere cruelty.
I guess so, huh? Well, it's progress. And now that we've learned that, let's head to Aladi Sea Haven and see if we can't find any villagers. It doesn't look like there's anyone here from Hamil. So they really are all dead. Whoa, check out this weird thing. Tipo isn't a weird thing, he's Tipo. Please excuse my daughter's manners. I'm Loren, a former merchant. Former? I'm afraid so. My business failed in Fenmont and we couldn't afford to stay in the city any longer. We just arrived here in Azul, hoping to make a new start in a new land. Then you should go check out Hamil. Everyone's gone, so the town's in trouble. What do you mean? Well, I see. You know, I think it may have been fate that brought us here today. We'll try our luck in Hamil. Are you sure? To be honest, no. But as long as my family and I are together, we'll be okay. And besides, my wife's always saying that I'm too passive and I need to start taking life by the horns. But Mommy always says she loves how easygoing you are, Daddy. Lorelana, hush. You guys are the weird ones. But they seem like good people. Here, this is to thank you for your help. May we all meet again someday. Yeah, I guess so. And now that they have gone to Hamil, we can go back to Hamil ourselves. Now that that side quest is done, and we got Shiba dog ears. Oh, I guess Alvin must have Lilium orb stuff to do. Here you are, Alvin. Sorry I've been putting off your one level up. I'm sure you'll forgive me. He doesn't have any SP, it's fine. Yeah, let's look what the Shiba ears look like. Where is it in this one? Yeah. Woof woof. Anyway, these NPCs should be outside. Yeah, this house. Hey, it's Lauren. Well, if it isn't the fine folk who told us about this village, it's good to see you again. This is such a beautiful place. We all liked it so much that we decided to live here. And it's nice to have neighbors again. Lauren was kind enough to make graves for everyone who was killed. I don't know if I could have done that alone. Like our new friend here, our family doesn't have anywhere else to go, but together, we can rebuild this village. Please let us know if there's any way we can help. Well, since you offered, could we ask you to find us a cow? Yeah, sure. I think we saw some cows in Niakara. Sure, and I think I know where I might be able to find one. I'll look into it. That would be great. If we had cow's milk, we could make all sorts of things. I guess we are jumping to Niakara. And I believe we want to talk to some farmer. Here he is. This guy probably, I think. Yep, because there's a cow. You want me to send a cow to Hamil? If I can be of some use to Lord Maxwell and her companions, I'm more than happy to do it. I'll pick a real lively one for you, and have it sent over to Hamil. Thank you very much. And now we're gonna want to run back to Hamil, and is this the cow? I guess it's the cow. But yeah, we want to talk to these guys again. Thank you so much for finding that cow for us. Look at Elise and Lana. Look at Elise. They're so cute. It's not much, but we want you to have this as a token of our appreciation. Mommy made cheese stew out of the cow's milk. It's yummy. Wahoo! That does sound yummy. Ugh. Are you okay, Lauren? Oh yes, there's just one thing I'd like your help with. Yeah, of course. We started growing dodurians recently, hoping that they could be Hamil's next major crop, like oranges and apples. The fruit is delectable, but the husk is like cast iron. No one wants to buy a fruit that they can't get open. Dodurians, huh? I think my dad used to make a dessert out of those, but I don't remember him having any trouble getting the husks open. Really? If you can find out how we got the husks open, please let me know. I'm sure if we ask my dad in Laurent, he can tell us what to do. Wait, we got earrings. Earrings. You can barely really see it. I'll just leave them on Leia. And yeah, we want to head to Laurent now and talk to Leia's dad. And in order to do this, in order to do this part of the sub-event, you have to complete a previous one, Beat the Bandits, I believe. I think it's the one where you have to take care of bandits in, like, the mines or something. But yeah, let's talk to him. Dodurians. Ah, that's a tough nut to crack, alright. Even your mom can't bust them open by force. They're really good, but not many people grow them because of their husks. But they're easy to peel off once you freeze them solid with an ice art. Best of all, the ice turns the fruit inside into a sorbet, making for a perfect dessert. Thank you very much, I guess. And now we want to return to the family once more, Lauren, and tell them about this information. We found an easy way to peel off Dodurian husks. All you have to do is freeze the fruit with an ice art. And it turns into sorbet. That's brilliant. And freezing them would make them easier to ship and sell throughout the world. I'm going to hire some people and start growing more right away. Right on. That's a great idea. I can't tell you how grateful I am. Thanks to you and Lauren's family, my hometown will be saved. It was our pleasure. It feels good to help out the village. It feels pretty good. Mini top hat, you say. Alvin. I'm not so sure about that, actually. Anyway, that is all the sub-events for now. And we're a bit over time, but I'm going to do the last little bit of this by... I'm going to go through the Zagoot Flood Meadow just to get that on our map, as well as get the 2 Ifrit treasures there. And, and along the way, I think I will talk about Longdao a little bit. So basically, Longdao is similar to Melnix in Tales of... Oh, once again, thank you very much from Tales Lations for compiling this information. But it's similar to Melnix in Tales of Eternia in that it's based off English, and it's basically... It takes the English letters and sort of changes how they phonetically sound, and you can sort of translate from English to Longdao by taking it and just converting each of the letters into the corresponding Longdao sound. And there are some online translators that you can use for this. And there are some weird little consonants in Longdao, like N, I believe, that kind of have weird little rules to them. Like N kind of, or E translates into N, and it kind of works how, like, the N works in Japanese, in that it's kind of like its own syllable. And U has some special rules depending on, like, if it's used before or after a consonant. And otherwise, with proper nouns, like names and such, with some exceptions, like the word... but yeah, proper nouns tend to translate over, with some exceptions, like...
This is tough. I don't know which martial arts to use.
You simply have to experiment with them all. It's the only way to find the ones that suit your style.
But, like, some exceptions, like the words booster and link exist in Longdao, but, like, most most proper nouns you would just say straight. Mila would still be Mila. Spyrix would still be Spyrix. You wouldn't translate that. Oh god, black dog muzzle. And I'll do the skit in just a little bit. Let's see. What else? Sometimes words, syllables can be dropped in words, but there aren't really any specific rules for that, so the reference I'm using on Taleslations kind of considers that a kind of slang. And for Longdao, you don't strictly translate the sentences entirely, and in fact you try to make sentences as simple as possible. And the example given on Taleslations is that there's a point where Wingle says something, "I planned on capturing you, Maxwell, but it'd be easier killing you." But if you translate the actual Longdao, he says, it just comes out as, "Maxwell, seems easier to kill." So it loses, it's more important to keep the meaning and make things as simple as possible rather than translating everything completely word for word. And there's a little bit more to it. But I've kind of glanced over everything that I sort of remember and that I sort of deem important to talk about. Also, we have a second skit that we have to get. So we have Wingle's words, for starters.
That man in black suddenly started speaking some weird language.
That was Longdao, the language of the clan that used to rule Azul.
Do you speak it?
Not really, but I can understand it to some degree.
But what made him abruptly start speaking like that?
It appeared to be some sort of battlefield transformation. A side effect of his booster, perhaps.
Does that mean I'll start speaking some weird language too?
Then you wouldn't be able to talk to anyone.
Relax, that won't happen. His booster is totally different from Tipo. And if you did start speaking some weird language, I would totally learn it so we could still talk. Thank you.
Are you good with languages, though?
Well, that's beside the point.
It's a sweet sentiment, though, Leia. Also, we now have Book Smart Jude, which is, I remember this skit. This one's pretty funny.
I've seen this plant in books. I've never seen the real thing before.
Good eye. They all look the same to me.
It goes beyond visual acuity. Jude has an impressive amount of knowledge.
Ain't that the truth? Not bad for his age.
Well, I've always liked reading books. I just have a good memory for that sort of thing.
And yet my birthday totally slips his mind. Can you believe that?
I've apologized so many times. Leia only has a good memory for my failings.
I've heard that people only truly remember the things that interest them most.
Huh. I've read about that. They say a memory lapse is just your brain freeing up space for more useful information.
Well, sorry that my personal details aren't more useful to you, Jude.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Guess he's never read a book about knowing when to shut up.
Guess not. He's very bad at knowing what is a good thing to say. Just runs his mouth, I guess, when it comes to things he's interested in. We love him. Since that circles back, does that... Yeah. So, up on that ledge there should be a devil's beast. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not confident we're a high enough level yet. Actually, I'm gonna investigate. I'm not gonna stay in the battle, but I'm gonna investigate. But either way, my priority right now is looking out for that ivory treasure, because I believe this is the map that it is in. So I just gotta keep my eye out for Porple. Ooh, an Omega Elixir. That's a good item. One that I'm not ever gonna use, probably, because it's so valuable. You know how it goes. I can't use it now. What if I need it later, even on the final boss, when this is the last opportunity that you'll ever need it? And then you end the game with the full inventory of them because you just absolutely refuse it. You know how it goes, I'm sure. Video games, good. Let's see, it's probably behind, like, a rock or in a tree or something. I'm not exactly sure. Actually, it might not, no. Which region was... What did we get from this? Okay, so we're here. So it might be up in that region. I'm not actually sure. Wow, the Zagoot Flood Meadow is 4 regions, huh? What a long region. Yeah, let's just run down here and see how, yeah, there it is. How much of a bad idea is to fight this giant kitty? Level 58. A pretty bad idea. I could probably handle it if I focused. But I'm doing a Let's Play. Focusing isn't super easy when you're talking all the time. So I'm just not gonna fight it. Not yet. Not until we're in the level 50s, I think. Once we're in the level 50s, then we can start going hunting for Devil's Beasts, I think. I think that's a pretty good time to start. But right now is a bad idea. It's bad. Don't do it. Mistake. Okay, well, I'm satisfied that the ivory treasure isn't in this region, so I'll just kind of walk around a little bit more.
Watch your step, Elise. It's really slippery out here. Wah! You should be careful, too.
Well done, Leia. 10 out of 10. A+. Okay, if I were an ivory... I see it. I see it. It's in that tree. Alright, I was just about to ask myself, if I were an ivory treasure, where would I be? And I figured it out, and now we have 10,000 gold, which is a good sum. Okay, well, now that we're done that, let's just head back to Xian now and end things off. And look at our map. It is connected now. It's wonderful. It's perfect. Also, bless this old man right here for just chilling out here with a boat. Yes, I would love to return to Xian. I could have just fast traveled, but whatever. Whew, either way, now that we've done all that, I think now is the time to end things off. So, thank you so very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.